Hello, everybody. This is Michelle. Welcome to Wellness Wednesday. Today we're going to be talking about the chakra system, and I'm going to be giving just a brief introduction into the chakra system. As with my talk last week, talking about Ayurveda, the chakra system is actually quite a complicated system. So I'm going to be we're just going to be putting our toe in. So I want to give you a resource as well. Anadea Judith, she is basically a kind of top of the field in chakra system and learning about the chakra system. So that's a great resource if you're interested in learning about more. Hi, sister. So whoever comes on, just let me know. Just let me know you're here and give me a thumbs up or a little comment. If you have any questions during this talk, ask away. So I'm going to begin. Again, this is the introduction to the chakra system. So I have some notes to keep myself on track. The chakra system is a philosophical model of the universe and introduced to the West. Oh, you can't hear me. Oh, dear. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now, sister? Well, that's too bad. Don't know why you can't hear me. Can you hear me now? I'm not sure why. Let me know if I'm coming through okay, if you can hear me. I might need to do something different. I'm not sure what's going on. Okay, I'm going to try and continue. I don't see any other comments coming up in regards to not being able to hear me. Oh, you can hear me? Oh, thanks. Okay, good. So I'm going to continue. I think we got this all dialed in. So again, the chakra system is a philosophical model of the universe, and it was introduced to the West through the traditions of Ayurveda and yoga. The word chakra literally means wheel or disc and refers to a spinning sphere of basically bioenergetic activity. So a disc of energy, spinning energy. This activity relates directly with the nerve ganglions that branch forward from the spinal column. So where the main nerve ganglions are, that is actually where the main chakras are. So we're going to be talking about the 7 main chakras today. So there is others, but they're smaller and not as widely understood or widely known. Trying to read your lips, but I'm losing it. Oh, I'm sorry you can't hear me, sister. I'm not sure why. Maybe turn your volume up? I don't know. Laura says she can hear me, so I'm going to keep going. So this system is a model that actually assists us in making sense of life and using them as tools for insight. And that's invaluable, using these tools as insight. There are 7 main chakras that we'll be discussing and how they relate to our basic states of consciousness and also how they influence our thoughts and our behaviors. I will also give examples on how these energy centers can be used as a guide for our journey in life. The chakra patterns are programmed deep in the mind-body and have a strong relationship with how we feel and how we express through the physical functioning. The chakras also have a direct effect on the various endocrine glands in our body and can be expressed through chronic physical ailments, our body shape, and our thoughts and behaviors. So lots of people don't really realize that. They think, well, it's it's a bioenergetic vortex, or it's an energy vortex. How does it actually affect our body? Well, it affects our body because, number one, it's connected with our body. We actually are energy, and it has a direct relationship with the nervous system, and the nervous system has a direct relationship with the endocrine system. So the chakras have a physical location, and they can vary slightly from person to person, but they're always consistent in their relationship with each other. So the lower chakras, for example, are physically closer to the earth and related to more the practical matters of life, such as survival, movement, and action. The upper chakras represent more of the mental and spiritual realms and work on levels of like images, concepts, thoughts, and words. So words that we say. So the first chakra is called the Muladhara. It is the root chakra. That would be right at the base of our spine. So the root chakra, the color of it is red. So all the chakras actually correlate to a different color because it's a different vibration, a different frequency, and they also relate to a different sound. So the Bija mantra is Lam. And I'm going to tell you, a Bija mantra is a one-syllable sound that when said aloud can activate the energy of the chakras in order to purify and balance the mind. So each chakra not only has its own color, but it also has its own Bija mantra. Bija means seed. So it has its own seed sound because it's being energy. So color and sound, or light and sound. The element of the root chakra is the earth element. The central issue around the root chakra is survival. And it literally represents the right to be here. So that is what the root chakra is about. Its location is at the base of the spine. The nerve plexus is the coccygeal plexus. The endocrine gland relationship to the root chakra is the adrenal glands. This chakra is related to self-preservation and the need for stability, safety, security, and trust. The monster, it also can be called the demon or the negative, the negative aspect of the certain chakra. So I call it the monster. I like to use that word. The monster of the root chakra is fear, meaning if you are not grounded, if you do not feel safe, if you do not feel secure, you feel fear. The second chakra, coming from the bottom upwards, is Svadhisthana. It actually means sweetness. It's called the sacral chakra. So we had the root chakra. Now we're talking about the sacral chakra. The color is orange. And the Bija mantra, the sound, the seed sound, is Vam. The element is water. So if you think of that element, very fluid, always moving. The central issue is sexuality and emotions. And the right is to feel and to want. Its location is in the lower abdomen, the genitals, and the low back. So right down here. The nerve plexus is the sacral plexus, and the endocrine gland relationship is to the gonads, so the testes and the ovaries. This chakra is related to self-gratification, the need for healthy pleasure and sexuality, creativity, and the expression of feelings actually come from that second chakra. Think about that water element, the emotional element. Hi. And the monster, which we talked about before, which is, the demon or the negative side of that, is guilt. The third chakra is called Manipura, and that actually means lustrous gem. It's in the solar plexus chakra or the navel chakra. Hi, Jody. And the color of it is yellow. And the mantra, the bija mantra, is Ram. The element is fire. So think about your solar plexus. Think about that element of fire, that, the thought process, the going forward, the what you want, the power, the will. So that is the central issue around the third chakra, is your power and your will. Your right is to act. Its location and nerve plexus is the solar plexus. So again, that middle upper abdomen to lower rib cage, right in through here. The endocrine gland that it's related to is the pancreas. This chakra is related to vitality and purpose, self-esteem, and strength of will. The monster of this chakra is shame. So a lot of people are shut down in their third chakra, just really being unable to have that strength of purpose or that strength of will, low self-esteem, and then carrying a lot of shame. The fourth chakra is the heart chakra. It's called Anahata, and it actually means unstuck. Hi, Kiri. The color of the heart chakra is green. The bija mantra is Yam, and the element of the heart chakra is air. The central issue around the heart chakra is love and relationships. And the right is to be loved, to love and to be loved. So that's the heart chakra. It's located in the area of the heart and the middle of the chest. The nerve plexus is actually the heart. And the endocrine gland is the thymus gland. The thymus gland sits right underneath your sternum or your chest bone. And this gland is actually related to immunity and really important for your immunity. This chakra is related to self-acceptance, compassion, balance, and good relationships with yourself as well as others. The monster of this chakra, or demon, whichever you want to call it, is grief. Grief actually sits a lot in this chakra. The lungs are actually the organs that hold the grief. So when you're carrying a lot of grief, you can have, respiratory issues. You can have lung issues. You'll feel that grief in your chest. I mean, you feel it everywhere. You also feel it in your solar plexus, but the grief really does sit in your chest. Now we're moving on to the fifth chakra. Vishuddha means purification. That is our throat chakra. The color is blue. The bija mantra for the throat chakra is Hum. The element is ether. The central issue around the throat chakra is communication. So being able to communicate clearly to yourself and to others. The right is to speak and to be heard. It's located, again, in the throat area. The nerve plexus is the pharyngeal plexus. And the endocrine glands are related to the throat chakra are the thyroid and the parathyroid glands. This chakra is related to self-expression, clear communication. So clear communication actually entails both listening and speaking. Vibrancy and, again, creativity is really a part of your throat chakra. Being able to, voice your creativity, to speak your truth, and to listen to other people's truth as well. The monster of the throat chakra is lies. So what happens if you're lying to yourself? Not much good can come of that. Or, of course, lying to yourself, then you start lying to others. The sixth chakra is called Ajna. It is to perceive. The meaning of that is to perceive. It's the third eye, or the brow point. The color is indigo. The bija mantra is Sham. Some people, there's different, interpretations of the chakras, so you got to remember that. Some people say it's Om, which is A-U-M, Om. And the element of that brow chakra, Ajna, is light. The element is light. And the central issue around it is intuition and imagination. And the right is actually to see through are basically our third eye to see maybe what's not always right in front of your face. It's located between the brows and projecting forward from behind the bridge of the nose. The plexus is the hypothalamus and actually the autonomic nervous system. The endocrine gland is the pituitary gland, which is the master gland of the body. It basically dictates the other endocrine glands, such as the adrenal glands or the thyroid gland. This chakra is related to self-reflection, imagination, our ability to go inward, interpreting ourselves and the world around us with clarity. So a lot of, people talk about meditation and closing your eyes and focusing on the third eye. The monster of the sixth chakra is illusion. So maybe not always seeing things how they really are again. The seventh chakra is Sahasrara. It actually means thousandfold, and it's actually represented by 1,000-petal lotus. That's actually the symbol of it. It's at the top of the head. The color is a violet color, and also can transmute into purity, which is white. The bija mantra is Om, and the quality of listening, being still enough to listen. The element is actually universal thought or universal consciousness. The central issue is awareness, and the right is to know. It's located again at the top and center aspect of the head. The plexus is the cerebral cortex and the central nervous system. The endocrine gland related with the seventh chakra is the pineal gland. Very fascinating gland. Really interesting if you want to dive a little bit deeper and to learn about the pineal gland. This chakra is related to self-knowledge, to wisdom, consciousness, and a spiritual connection. The monster to this chakra is actually attachment. So getting too attached to basically the physical. I mean, we know, we all are very aware how things can change in any given moment and any given time without warning. So being too attached to the physical, being too attached to what's happening can create a bit of a monster. So when we begin to go within and see these subtle qualities and elements that form us, we can begin to access a deeper healing potential. So like I said, I just wanted to put a little bit of a toe in, just bring awareness to what's happening in your body and potentially connecting with those energy centers, the chakras, so you can notice what's happening there on that subtle quality. If you're feeling ungrounded, for example, you can bring your consciousness to the root chakra, to the Muladhara chakra, and your connection to the earth. So walking in the forest or imagining you're walking in the forest, feeling your feet firmly planted on the earth. And the goal is to bring yourself back into the physicality of the earth through grounding. So if you're feeling very scattered and unsafe, it's a very great tool to bring yourself back into that consciousness of the root chakra. Another example is if you feel like the power dynamic in your life is unbalanced, you're going to notice that actually in the solar plexus chakra, the Manipura. Maybe it's feeling like you're giving yours away by being a people pleaser and not having the will to say no. You can begin to tap into that through noticing how the solar plexus and your gut is feeling if you're not honoring and being true to yourself. When you're not honoring yourself, you will notice that like a punch in the gut. And that's the truth. How can you begin to give yourself self-worth? to bring that back to yourself. Maybe it starts with a small daily habit that's only for you and makes you feel nurtured. And this is the process of learning to trust yourself, of listening to your intuition and to that feeling that happens in your body when you're not actually listening. So this is just a small step in taking back some power. When your gut tells you no, you listen to that. You start paying more attention to that sensation and that feeling. Again, let's talk about maybe not speaking our truth or listening to ourselves or to others. That is related to the throat chakra, the Vishuddha. How can you learn to listen? How can you then speak your truth with kindness, without blame? Is there an awareness of the restriction of your throat when you're about to speak? Do you notice that sometimes you're wanting to say something and your throat kind of closes up and you're like, oh shit, I don't think I should say that, or I can't say that. So that's where that listening comes in, and really being aware of, maybe what to say and how to say it. Or maybe you don't say anything at all. Would like maybe singing out loud maybe help you feel like your voice is being heard, and maybe will help you clear some unstuck energy. So if it's feeling in your throat, sing, hum. Humming is great. Singing is great. Are you able to ask yourself what feels right for you in any given moment and listen to your own advice? That's the ticket. That's the difficult part, is actually listening. Sometimes we get so busy doing, and we get into that, we are ego. We are that. It's like you can't separate from that. So sometimes we go into automatic. So listening is a very important thing. And I guess with listening, you have to slow down sometimes in order to listen. So again, that throat chakra, it's all about trusting yourself and your voice. I could go on about this for a long time. I just wanted to give you some just basic examples of kind of how the chakras can be related to just daily life. Feeling ungrounded, feeling like you've lost your power, feeling like you don't have a voice. So I hope that helps you. If you have any questions, just, shoot them, put them in the comments. Let me know what you thought about this Wellness Wednesday, if it was interesting to you, if you'd like to hear some more details around the chakra system. Again, just a little toe touching into the vast ocean of the chakra system. I'd mentioned at the beginning of the video, Anna Dea Judith. She's fantastic. She has a lot of really good resources in regards to the chakra system. One book that I love is called, what's it called? Eastern Body, Western Mind. Eastern Body, Western Mind by Anna Dea Judith. Fantastic. Okay. Bye, you guys. I hope you have a beautiful day. Thank you for joining. Mwah. Bye.